Hey guys, it's Kat here, and today I was able to get my hands on a product that has been elusive here in Canada. So I was able to pick up the Wet n Wild foundation. So I was able to get that at my local grocery store. It was a whole $8, and I'm really happy because in Canada, I haven't been able to locate the foundation. Most stores are either sold out or they don't have like a big selection of Wet n Wild products. It is kind of hard to get a hold of, and I was really happy to get it. So I had to get the nude ivory because I have no idea what my skin tone is going to be in this. They had so many different options, a lot of which were close to what I would wear. So I thought I would start with that. I tend to go a little bit darker than I should, but then sometimes some of my foundations are super light, but I would rather it be too light and be able to bronze up the skin with bronzer than to get one that's too dark because you can't lighten it. So I'm gonna use this foundation tomorrow because I'm going out with a friend of mine to the movies to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's gonna be fun. And I just figured I would do a like, yay, I was able to find it video and post that at the front of the video for the actual foundation like tryout. And yeah, so I will check in tomorrow when I'm putting on my makeup. So I will see you then. For you, it'll be a minute. For me, it'll be about 13 hours. So yeah, bye guys. Okay, so it is later that same day, and I was gonna wait until tomorrow to do the actual tryout of the product, but I couldn't wait. So I'm gonna try putting this on. I'm gonna use my sample of Laura Mercier foundation primer to give this foundation the best possible chance. I've already heard it's amazing, so I'm not concerned that it's not gonna be a good foundation, but here we go. So I'm still not 100% sure on how I feel about this Laura Mercier primer because I don't feel like it really clears in any of my pores or smooths anything else. It's not really glowy or radiant or anything, but I figure I'm putting foundation over top anyways, so it doesn't matter. So I have my trusty beauty sponge. It's still a little damp. And I'm gonna try both with a my retractable kabuki brush as well as the sponge. I'll give it a fair shot because I use both, so I've already seen it, but this is the product. So it's the Wet n Wild foundation. It says it's been tested with 7 different lighting conditions with top smartphones, so I'm guessing the iPhone and Samsung, because those are the 2 top. Goodbye Flashback. Again, I've got this in 363C nude ivory. And then let's get into it. So we know already, because everyone's used this, that it's a spatula. It seems like a really creamy consistency. So let me just shake this up just to make sure that I'm... Okay, let's try that. I really do wish this had a pump or something along those lines because it's rather not thick. I wish this had a pump or something along those lines because it is a rather liquidy consistency. You can see it there. It's not runny or anything, but it's still a little bit more liquid than what I'm used to. So I'm just gonna go into it. So you may think automatically that this color is too light for me. It's really not. I am as pale as they come. I have zero color to me. And this color probably matches perfectly with my neck. My face is usually red, so that's why I like to wear foundation, because it evens out my skin tone, takes away some of the redness that you can still see peeking through. So this obviously is not full coverage, but I've been told it's buildable, so we will bank on that. So I'm only doing half with the sponge, so I have to remember that. So you can definitely see the difference when I blend it out. It does cover up a lot of my redness. Oh, this may actually be a little light. It is definitely not a full coverage. Let's see if I can build that up a bit. I'm gonna edit a bunch of this out. I definitely like what it's doing. It's definitely making my skin look a lot smoother. I always get down on my neck. Okay. So it did seem to attach onto some of my more dry spots on my face. I am seeing that. I know you can't see me. Okay, so that was with the sponge on this side, on my right side. So now I'm gonna go in with my retractable kabuki brush here, which is like my go-to. And I'm just gonna go at her. I'm moving the camera. That's always good. I always feel like kabuki brushes are a bit quicker to put the product on, and they usually blend out really nice. All right, so that is the foundation on. It does feel good. It doesn't feel like I'm like cakey or anything. It is definitely not high coverage. It's not, or high coverage, full coverage. I wouldn't even say it's a medium coverage. It's very light. Like I can still see a lot of the redness poking through. It's blendable, which is nice. I like to use my foundation as kind of like an eye primer as well. Just keeps everything the same color, which is always nice. So like I said, I'm not going to town. I am going to bronze my face a little bit just to give it some color, because it's all one color. But all in all, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a very thick product, which I'm not, but you can see a lot of the redness coming through, like even on my nose. I'm not really digging that. Let's try and calm that down a bit. Okay guys, so that is it. I put on some mascara, some eyeshadow, I put on some highlights, which is popping like there's no tomorrow. And I did some bronzer on the cheeks and around the perimeter of my face, itchy nose. I put on some lip product and that is it. So the foundation seems to work with the other products pretty well. I do notice it's like collecting in my lines of my face, but it's hard for products not to because I ain't no spring chicken anymore, and I got wrinkles on my forehead when I'm talking, and I can be a little bit of an expressive talker, so it doesn't surprise me at all. But I'm okay with that. Like, I can smooth those out through the day. But overall, I really like the product. That highlight keeps catching my eye. But yeah, so I will wear this for the rest of the night. So there's only like maybe 5 hours left of the night before I go to bed. So I will be wearing this for the rest of the night. I will then put it on all again tomorrow and go to the movies with a friend of mine. So that's the plan. And I will update in the comments, I will update in the description down below on how it wore, if the creasing in my lines got worse or if it was fine. It's not so much the forehead that bugs me because that's like the biggest creases in life and that's not going to change. What really bothers me is when it gets into the smile lines in my eyes and around my mouth, because see, I have chubby cheeks, and I usually get a crease line here, and I usually get some like dry patchiness here, which I don't quite see yet. So here's to hoping, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.